So me more updates for fra eba. Me sure say me be fine. Let's get going. Kakra, kakran, kakra, kadang, kadang. Yanante. Of course, you know, so that's usual. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Latest boss updates to her. It's I'll say a didn't come on. I made the horse so bro. Na me trying na me share Manchester City game ni be na a very difficult game, especially at the tail end of the game and the early stages of the game. Honestly, Vomiting Wanderers for the chances of winning pass no dear. City are very, very lucky. And of course, Kevin De Bruyne. Hey, Kevin. What do you say? First of all, Kevin De Bruyne, anytime will be show Vomiting Wanderers. I mean, or Tasha on 11 goal involvements in the last 10 games against Vomiting Wanderers. Ushama, either he's scoring or he's assisting. On our numbers pass 6 goals, 5 assists against Vomiting Wanderers. But I mean, generally, so far, he's been doing very, very well. Manchester City team one can stand and saying, almost their last 9 games, they've not lost a game. You understand? Game almost struggled through normally acquire Brighton a year 2-2. Almost a bomb of 2-1. Almost Leicester City 2-1. Almost Manchester United that boring goalless draw. So almost Crystal Palace 5-2. Almost Everton 2-0. Almost Aston Villa 2-1. Nottingham Forest then a 2-0. And now almost Vomiting Wanderers recently just some hours ago show me 1-0. It looks like City Charlie Omubo yo mama yo serious monkey come who because and the Kevin De Bruyne and yes go na a very difficult for Manchester City to lose because last 43 games are City about competitive 43 games are City was a Kevin De Bruyne and yes pet Eddie 39 wins 4 draw games Eddie so but to say what the results means for the rest of the table no say Liverpool dey form some magic 82 Arsenal 67 Manchester City 64 City I can 3 games na season na be na we Newcastle was 62 Chelsea was 60 points Nottingham Forest was 60 points Aston Villa and so was 57 points they say there papa enya easy nyame adomwa Saturday Sunday games for her Aston Villa and Fulham ebebo then we know say Aston Villa for sure still na they are in contention for Champions League spots. Now what sounds so about said Arsenal crowd already they've qualified and come some Kwesiada you are looking at games like Chelsea and Liverpool ebebo 3:30. Chelsea was so much because the group no AC air the Chelsea and M1 because Newcastle air Brighton for fee and no Marco but they will know say omono metinya ye bibia na because they say send ade ni sisi keka kono 1 year one somewhat to Nottingham Forest for no omunye serious because next game against Crystal Palace and they say race for top 4 na die e brutal anyway. Let's have a different conversation. I mean, for stories are also from Railway Sunset. Barcelona, money Inter Milan game. Me say Barcelona ne my arrangements are my informing UEFA officials. Na nyame antuma ajuada ebo ewia bem 1-2 mu baby a Simeone Inzaghi and one Inter Milan player be press conference. Or we need decide who will join Simeone Inzaghi to do the press conference. Then about 3:15 I must start training referring to Inter Milan team, you know. Barcelona about on press conference by 4:15. Hansa Flick and then one other player which they will decide later on. Then around by 6 baby. Almost so training and also our stadium war. So that is the plan so far. Barcelona and then Inter Milan for form more say one arrangement. Barcelona, I see the plan was that they would have signed a center forward. Nanka Lewandowski anywhere with Jiranic. That was the initial plan. But I'm being told to say Boa, Fran Torres, Ebo. We are very much impressed. So far, 19 goals, 4 assists. Quite offer so serve more of as deputy striker to Lewandowski in penny for any agenda. So the plan is that end this idea. Why do you want to keep him there? First of all, when you face for now, no Barcelona plan is say Ferran Torres will stay, Ansu will leave, and they will probably use our budgets now come for a second striker and the abano. And they are other key position. For instance, almost it was some working out 1 or 2 signings be now after one share other key positions. For now, the Ferran Torres performance Emma Niama assistant I Barcelona for well. Make a Barcelona some hands a flick and Mukobisa say Nyamia Duma my bio delete game media suffer full of phobe changes and no crate or changes be our saw your saw say oh yeah about bare 5 or 6 7 8 changes be a while I was say oh your team listen say Barcelona so other games are which are very important into say or take account that every single game didn't be important however I was said or rotated squad kakra and we could be some set test again no says hey on one a babe na and also on will feel say goalkeeper there I was saying we rotation or say goalkeeping there it's normal and you should always do rotation among goalkeepers so say a boy pa it is a test again also or the goal no more it is because of person wager section and so rest into ayana or person rotating kakra say so far performance of test again our training grounds then so ye pause he's doing very well then he and training now all you know Sefata so say or they not to go no more against Valladolid into for now or say he's very happy with the performance. Some could be Sansa Lewandowski, Dabena Oba, or Lewandowski, Enche Obeba. Now, we make a lot of progress. Our training grounds will say, as I saw, we train few days. Anyone the doctors will say, but will say Lewandowski is working very, very hard. Our training grounds will into Enche, Yenche. They are looking for the son workers and Ohopisa Lewandowski beating Yabo Inter Milan game in Ibi. Nemo. Or train doctor because already on your doctor need you originate and all catch and say he has seen said the boy is working very very well. Kobe says set pieces now mu consider goals for honor. Problem near height and now say tactics. And I'll say look, if you say I was Barcelona defending better, that one do G2. But I'll say about the height. Sometimes about strikers and the a blocking opponent. No say so much me blocking opponents. Na for so be any so say we height to crane a block no me and confirm one for so be also. Inti and yet necessarily say height. There are other things they need to do. He's working very well to make sure say I no beat me so when him say make us sacra and then coach them. Barcelona and the Martinez say work was set pieces so a corner fast way defend the ball was set pieces your ball cross your ball corner kicker why na coping why na block the opponents na urban into no and you're one of those things I'm paying for your way to my ye pa yes I now grow international say nibriaba nya yes peneche say sane beba you understand into no I know one of those things that a good air course coach and say encho rectify some problems and so Eddie Amaye let's move on and talk about other issues anyway okay, for Jonathan Tah, for the moment, Jonathan Tah. See, Barcelona, my boy, because Jabi Alonso, what I've been told, they say, or convince Jonathan Tah, say, or come Madrid, obey me, then I call Real Madrid. Jabi Alonso, Florentino Perez, now anybody agro. Who now be convince a player, Banaba? Oh, that convince no better draw, see that, me, Penwana, away anything. Florentino Perez. Anyway. Anyhow, I had be at once some sweat bro. Only say Liverpool for Apple left back. Na Club Brugge for left back here. Maxine D. Cooper. Yes, say Liverpool for so could be so this guy, lots of teams around him. You know, AC Milan wanted to sign him last January. But yes, Liverpool could be so say no one some at the same Club Brugge for the mobile one now. Mobile ton dia mumbi when afi yenye negotiations. And now Rebetis any Fiorentina airball. And what I've been told is Manchester United. Christopher Vivell penny phone be na stance anymore no or give me this hey Anthony Tina uko ya na say mo play be a scout na wo pesa uko hwe eno a decision eno so pie fi wo ba well when him say story be told just a Chelsea 4% or they can Chiku Mekama Dortmund full and your loan as some na omoji begin is matter say negotiations are ecosono clubs me news nyas swap bi afa so bi so obia nye ne deal what I say into for now Chelsea when you break papa make a Chelsea and some no Jarrell had to left footed center back with me but left back ni bi yes akra we maybe last time I can want some Chelsea Arsenal for na e pe no chire omujaye and be can Madrid want some Madrid for so scouts no and they we the Martinez Chelsea 4 yes omu and the leading clubs at Chelsea crowd officially or when you form it ayas sakoda no manage no say and Chelsea and mo pe di Hyson yeah say clubs ni name so Chelsea for na fa akoda yi masako jara hato hey anyway Pedro Neto ni former coach na osua okochi no ase mre bia na boy ni ebo under 17 games bra or Manchester City for the private jet to crab a far could Manchester City say is a chromo I don't know for far Man City for training I'll say na City for pen papa na de bia na City for any day Pedro Neto and so ja uncle ye your sister say boy na the name or bobo with Chelsea he's playing very well I'll say when we say so far a boy no on good anymore so Christian say Juma or trend way back under 17 and man Manchester City for chasing no say he started exhibiting that well you know Madrid for still and one they are chasing Alvaro Fernandez left back of Benfica but when we say initially it was supposed to be Miguel Gutierrez. Now, Omakwada now do what Girona, but it's a performance at Girona this season. So we see a no, and I quite affect Miguel Gutierrez. In actually, yes, a Real Madrid for correct giant and common monetary class. Team no, and you see the entire team did not perform well, and certainly affect the boy. No, a hard game, Paul Mason says so catch them with football. No, about timing. 4 weeks ago and cause Chelsea ni be share Liverpool obianu say Liverpool be treat Chelsea kra there's also and near Chelsea e ba be share Liverpool league o ma jewie o ma ji umeni sa no e be ma Chelsea for advantage into say football timing ya dey here papa wonim say call France Paris FC enye Paris Saint-Germain no Paris FC PSG form Belarus rival power when ya some ketwa and then you may almost qualify for the very first time in 1990. Almost back to the French League 1990 ton. I feel almost back. Now, let me show you this. So this is the stadium of Munich, PSG for Paris FC. Just stadium there. What to walk around another stadium. And very interesting. The bedu zanko fu emienu talk on one because and Manchester City for me catch us on may protest before the Wolverhampton Wanderers game. Of course they did. Catch supporters in 6 minutes. Be starting game in the first 6 minutes. Mama better team chikra. Ibi by ibi susu amba into 6 minutes inside the game now. You know, stance no more the house so muso mo ye protest pinyfo ne ntie o mo on be ye protest sa ticket na boarding to adan pinyfo mo je dan here Manchester City ticket board den supporters no some no mo kan no hey now some of the things that you see on the paper see tonight we are asking Blues to think about the next generation that can't get in despite empty seats. Please stay on the concourse for the first 6 minutes of the game. For 6 years, the club has been actively reducing season tickets in an expanding stadium. Okay, if fans don't renew, the club doesn't put them back in the pot. They are gone. 6 minutes of your time could help protect the next 6 years. What matters to the supporters? So 1894, South supporters group no and on my year you also will say near protect generational links and identify identity of the club and artificial high match day tickets pricing out families blah 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 what can somebody be and some no more can basically tickets in the board there supporters this omo brepa omo timintia sorry It was when I'm for the home Jonathan Tan, no Mukobis and semester, or that here day because yet it's you and the Barca and the Madrid. Man, you've cried in one you walk on him. And also to be very honest, see only a interview, only move. Also by Leverkusen for him, so we are with free go. But as to whether say oh we are or kwaha and now over handed you also on crowd with him or named your or yes here as at this stage. Well, not say Jabi Alonso so Kubisa and say Master also so o Madrid and I'll say a person respecting the club that or one answer near Bakope. Yen train you season na yebehu. Ti Jabi Alonso say yen train you season na yebehu. Essential for crown I war Spain report is about Real Madrid for the on my arrangement crowd was July 15th. We are take no more announce it. Jabi Alonso. Obviously, I'm being a simple cry. I'm saying, I'm not sure that cry. You say July 15th. I'm going for no why you behind the scenes. Say papa. Say July 16th. You know, sorry 15th. No, baby, be a come. I'm okay, no problem. Jesus Valero, the matter 704. No, I have someone taking decision. The contract in the middle of the club World Cup. It's almost say. Drew among extended for few weeks be announced on 10 minutes to cram and economics way boy or mobile. It's extended for 2 weeks now. I day. Woman on so cry, minim the entire chinchina or person na club with Musa. Here, Jabi Alonso aircon, my back Chelsea Leverkusen. They are looking at other options. Coach Ben Ebebo, and now you can't Tehaga so much. You can coaches in the Briachro. Matisse Omo consider Alvaro Abeloa. Some kind of footballer, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Real Madrid, for Quadanum, almost consider the same as Jabi Alonso, Sani, one opportunity to be Juma. In the Madrid, but some of Jabi Alonso, I didn't go for Abelua. Now, Abelua so many. In Tabelua, on the studio, Quaku as they say, Leverkusen for a tall list of coaches they are looking at. Well, and then Kylian Mbappe, a training. Now, training, no, it was perfect. Let's just say, doubts a crana a war honor, say. Mbappe, yes, or 100% fit. Real Madrid for so equal 4 million. Equal 4 million a day. I'm not about for Esan say Ada Gule about 50th game. Obo Sana nation close Mrs. or 50 games. Of course, a 4 million. Madrid for Kwaku Sikano Eddie Amamo. Nemo Kaise contract in close back also shim say Fenerbahce for betimia Real Madrid for in a friendly game. Meaning just Anna Adagule. It's a say for the match of what is can we say friendly game need your one na air drain data or function. Well, when him say maybe ever catch us a Madrid 4% come ya nan come Trent Alexander-Arnold Eco Club World Cup maybe. Well, I've been told he said there are differences kakra because according to AS, and this is AS for the report to say Liverpool for will only consider Trent Alexander-Arnold so encore and Sana Yabo Club World Cup in a situation say Madrid for beat your boy na ketua for the last 1 month na Madrid for pen in terminal. They are told you on Belgium Madrid for compensation less than on say Ambrose is be less than 1 million euros. So magic compensation. So Madrid bet yes and Quadia on bet me my Trent a band come no Club World Cup. As some boy mystery. Oh, best of GC Academy Madrid. Hey, Man City akwara Maxime Perrona obede koma komo. While Manchester City Fabregas is akwara no ni bo. On to us ntino. Almost answer another loan almost extended automatically. Now fe almost why Harry Maguire Manchester wa catch him for so man a contract extension. Say hey Harry we say Harry Lamal. Harry Dinho. Simone Eshanenzao. Hey. Oh my goodness. This is a contract extension. They are upon contract extension. Hey. Benfica for coach Bruno Lage or say hey. And I know about Benfica no be say Alvaro Fernandez wasan and why flop also buy when we juma why they fan when they Real Madrid for Parker let's go Madrid for Parker also the kind of hard worker or no coach no and they are called Alvaro Fernandez my boy this is responding very well and no I someone on so I come say I'm a buy Leverkusen for him person mobile you know Ferran Vit and the amama buying winchido I say buy Munchi for all transfers now saying and the Kasaye be omo ba mountain beka as a omo fan to say Leverkusen your small club with as a penny say yeah be ton boy pa dia mamo but Charlie ade no so boy the busian for no mad buy na no mu pe o inti ebe yire well matters of Brazil atonkra de ama Carlo Ancelotti ne Real Madrid so guso omo twen omo nya abotro omo anka omo dijaya akofo before but still omo twen say Madrid any Carlo Ancelotti bet na se na omo conclude na bia omo ti omo ho ase ansa na omo abe because initially ekọ ba ya omo fa chire koye na di sense bebre ma Florentino Perez guy nti say omo ti chire twen say Carlo Ancelotti any Madrid for be finish ejankomo omo di omo wie bibie wi na afi omo so abamu bi but for now na dey omo still no one omo twen LAFC Los Angeles Football Club was USC. Kofono and yes, still on go so convince Thomas Muller say Mula Brame go. Well, I'm three better still. You're so pushing for Victor Gyökeres. Gyökeres in some media radi na Gyökeres Arsenal for mo betu am ko tu an ntam we because me am clubs be bre aba ho na fe because man you for no mo open no. Omunya willing to pay that amount of money in any case, in any ways. Alexander Isak, they Arsenal priority, but almost more in 150 there. You go first kind of way, which Victor Gyökeres basically cost about 80 million euros. You know, Arsenal is Andra Betana a pushing for this deal. Papa. Anyway, Monaco was Wingebi Ben Sahi with 20 years. Or say on the dream club of the Kunyama Barcelona. Or papa beja sa Barcelona phone call no but so o fili basa papa say ka Barcelona pa manaye juma anyway matter say Barcelona's expected lineup on the bebo weekend he probably will be tested again in post Hector Fort Ronald Arroyo Christiansen Martin Gerrard center back no midfield Gavi Ferran Torres, Fermin Lopez, Hansu Fati, Pau Victor. Enrique Garcia Zubebo Boni be just say squad amateur say likely say Barcelona and so Edbebo Boni because Kevin De Bruyne say I just try to play football as good football as I can. I know I've got one game left at the Etihad, but I just try to do my jobs like I've always done. And I did that today. So I'm proud of it. Oh. I know what was like I said. I don't know. Unfortunately, I think I've shown that I can still play football here. Otherwise, I don't do what I do these last 4 or 5 weeks. Charlie, honestly, if you follow almost a song again, Kevin De Bruyne, the free club with Mukwebe, yo, yay. Eradi yes, we meet here. What is saying Inter Milan for Sabasa more rested players that as you ever rest you. They won't now. As someone go on more rested players. Inter Milan matter say goalkeeper crown on person rested. Now Omoma Joseph Martinez goalkeeper no so at that way. Oh dear, this is a weekend in himself clubs will be able rested, especially Champions League clubs. As a resting weekend. Obi prepare for that second game because well anyway. But Jeremy Doku yes say we're completing 100 dribbles. Or completing 100 dribbles. Jeremy Doku dribble in need just any decision here very very poor and that is my problem. It's not about the dribbling and the EPC Charlie sometimes or it's to me or bro so a hard game pa. I don't like the kind of game where now and statistics here now for tire and a dribbling. But point is that if you watch the game clearly, you will say lots of deficiencies the football now, but it is what it is. I ask some who. Anyway, mommy move on. Nyami Adumwa. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but Saturday, early kickoff here, Aston Villa and Fulham. 2 o'clock, Everton, Ipswich Town, Leicester City, Southampton, Arsenal, Bournemouth, 4:30. Spanish La Liga, 12 o'clock, Alaves, Atletico Madrid, of course, Barcelona game, against Bayern Dalud, and 7 o'clock, and a game, Ebekosu.